Hello again. This is John Grounds. This is BIO225 on May 31st, 2019, and we're going to complete part 2 of the motility test. I went ahead and have my 2 samples inside the motility gel. It was interesting when I originally did the experiment. I didn't have a paperclip, and it was too late, and my daughter was home, and I had no idea how I was going to find a paperclip at 11 o'clock at night. So I decided to wing it. I used any object that is long enough that can pierce the gel and leave some type of residue behind. So I had ended up being a screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver as well. So ended up working out. I placed them, I stabbed them, and then put them into the bleach to soak up. I didn't really know what I was going to expect. I thought the gel was going to melt, honestly. It never really solidified 100% in the fridge, and then once it was sitting out for a little bit, I thought it was going to completely melt, just like the agar plates when they were put into heat. But anyhow, it looks like it stayed, and then additionally, I thought when I was going to, after the incubation in the warm area, that it was going to melt completely. And even then, right now, it's still not 100% melted. There's still some type of solid gel inside. So I went ahead and looked at my growth, and my growth is pretty substantial. You can see the kind of pierce that I made with it. The one thing I did notice as well is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's some growth on the side of the inside of the tube. I thought it was on the outside, but I think it's on the inside. I don't know if you can see kind of the haze on the outer edges. I think that's part of the growth that's outside the plate. As well as there's also some growth at the bottom of the plate. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of cloudy at the bottom. That's what I noticed on all my broths, is that there'll be this cloudy portion on the bottom, and I think that's the bacteria settling on the bottom. This is the epidermidis right here, the epidermidis, and then I have the E. coli. E. coli was used with the flathead, so the pierce is not quite three-dimensional, but you do see it in there, as well as the haze around the edges of it, and then the turbidity, I guess, at the bottom of it. I'll go ahead and take the pictures accordingly. I thought honestly, I didn't really read ahead. I thought there was more to it when it came to this experiment. I wiped down my table. I got my gloves on, got my apron on, got my mask, eye protection, of course. I did set up my little tea light to keep the bacteria from hovering over the air. I had a huge spill the other night. My container that I was holding the bleach, I thought it was fine, and then all of a sudden I walk out a couple hours later and noticed that my whole table is just soaked in bleach, and to find out my little Tupperware container had a little tiny hole in it. And so I put another container inside of it, filled it up again, did the whole thing, and then find out that, guess what? Both my containers had holes in them. So my whole house stinks of bleach. I gotta touch this table again. It got destroyed over these past few weeks. But I'll wait until after the experiments are done. All right. So, with that being said, that's kind of the gist of this whole lab. I'm going to take the appropriate pictures, and then I'm also going to submit them on my lab report and get them submitted ASAP. Now I have to actually go to the store and buy hydrogen peroxide because, again, I don't have hydrogen peroxide. All right. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.